everybody. Thanks to my dear teacher to giving me a chance to present something about leadership and change management. Uh, this course titled Postgraduate Diploma in Business Management, our Association of Practitioners, that is MEP, St. Agnes College. And I'm going to present to my honorable teacher, Martin Ajumambado, and Mr. Manir Hossain. And then I'm going to present all of these learning outcomes. Learning outcome 4, that is develop an in-depth understanding of the principle of change and the organizational change process. Then critically appraise the change theories, tools, and techniques. Then critically appraise the implementation of the change process, including resistance to change and practical management aspects. Then develop the student ability to act as a change agent within an organization. The last one, understand and appraise the need to integrate the management of change within other business and management discipline. Here we know the change. Change we need, we can change. That's the recent theme all over the world. So what's the principle of change? Change is occur within the organization, and change is the integral part of the organization and the managerial life. Change may be occur in the organization in many forms, we know. The principle behind of the change are as follows. That is to make better business environment. If we want to create a better business environment or better business operation, then we need to change, because we need to prosper and we need to survive. So that's why we need change. Another one, to create proper skills and competencies for the employees. If the employees of the organization are not skillful and the competent, then the organization cannot run their business operation very well. So they need skill and they need experience, and that's why we need competence as well. So we need change. Another one, to create to come up with the present business conditions and to able the run to the business and thus make prosper and growth of the organization. If we want to cope up with the present condition like the recession, if we want to prevent the recession, or if we want to survive in the during the situation of recession, we need to change. We need to make some change within the organization. And then real life example of organizational change. Here, the St. Agnes College made their classroom bigger than the before one. We know the last term our classroom was smaller. What's the reason behind of this change? The two main aspects, according to me, that's to make proper seat arrangement for the students. When it was smaller, we can take seat together, or it's very haphazardly. So the authority of the St. Agnes College decided that we need to make the bigger room. And another one, to create more comfortable learning environment. If the environment is good enough, then we can learn more things. Here, on the last term, we are only 12 students learn together, and there is another batch, they learn together. But now, in this term, we are 28 students learning together. So we can share some things. That's the change. So we need change, and we are getting organizational change on the St. Agnes College. There are external and internal triggers of the change. For example, that I put on the board, like the St. Agnes College, to attract more students with better classroom. If somebody comes from the outside and look the bigger classroom, then they will be attracted. So the authority think that if we change our classroom, then we can attract more students from the outside. That is external trigger. And another one, existing students need big and comfort classroom for the study. We are the students, we need bigger and comfortable classroom. That's why the authority think about us and make it the bigger. That is internal trigger for change. Then critically appraise the theories, tools, and techniques of the change. Change theory. There is no universal way to achieve organizational goals. If the organization wants to achieve their goals and objectives, there is no definite way they can achieve. they need to they need to face some obstacle. They need to face the dangerous things in front of them. So that's why they need change. Here, it's known as contingency theory of change. Then change tools. What's the tool can be used or applied for the change or to achieve the goals of the organization after implementing the change? The tools that can be applied for the change is training and development, performance management system, set target for employees. If we train the employee, then we can make change. It's the one kind of strong tool for the change within the organization. Then if we set up the performance management system for the employee, like if you've done very well at the round, then I will give you reward or something like that. Then the employee will be more encouraged and motivated and perform very well. And then the next one, set target. For example, if you done these particular things within 10 minutes, I will give you this certain amount or I will give you these opportunities. So the employee can create a better, effective and efficient of the output of the working. Then the change techniques. What technique can be applied for the change? The change can be done by improving technological system within the organization. It's one kind of example. There are lots of techniques we can use for the change implementation. Now, if we improve the technological system, then we can achieve the goals very easily. Because nowadays, all over the world are becoming global based, and the technology is becoming the most important and effective use of techniques. So, technology can play an important technique in the change. Then another one, implementation of change process. There, change to resistant and the change driver and practical management aspect. If we want to implement the change process, then we need to think several ways. That there are many changes driver and changes resistant. Somebody talk about who wants to change and who did not want to change. So we have to identify them, and then we have to take some following steps for the implementing of change. If we communicate with the people who are going to affect by the change, then we can make change is better. That condition is known as unfreezing. And then we have to take action by providing support and training to the people who are going to change or who is going to be affected by the change. That is changing position. And another one, gaining commitment through change process. What we have achieved by change, we have to share, we have to communicate, and we have to make a report about the changes result. That is rephrasing. So in this way, we can implement our change. Then who are the change agents and what's the roles of them? The person or the organizational body who acts for the change driver and thus make the corrective actions for the implementation of change is known as change agent. For example, if we think about the authority of St. Agnes College, the principal or the administrative body are the change agent for the making of a classroom bigger. Then the attitudes, values and behavior of the change agents. What should they have for the change to achieve the goals of the organization? A change agent lives in the future, not the present. He has to think about the future, not the present condition. Based upon the present condition, but he has to think about the future. He has to dream of the better condition of the organization. Then a change agent is fueled by passion and inspire passion in others. He must be passionate. The person or the authority body who is going to change, he must be passionate. If he does not have any passion, then he cannot achieve or to reach the target. A change agent has a strong ability to self-motivated. The person or the authority body need to be self-motivated. If I am not motivated, then I can't motivate any others. So I have to be self-motivated. And then last one, a change agent must be understand people. If the person who is going to change or who is acting to strong play in the change agent or in the change process, he needs to be understand of the other people. If I don't understand the other people's, then I can't realize what's the steps should be taken. So I have to understand them as well. And then understand and apply the needs to integrate in management of change with other business and management discipline. What's the change management? The process by which we can manage the change is known as change management. And then it needs to be understood and managed in the people to cope up with effectively. If the people does not know what the change is going on, then we cannot achieve the ultimate result of the change. So we need to manage. Change management principles, it's involved and support from the people. Without the people or the cooperation of other members, team members, we cannot make this change to implement. So that's why we need to involvement and support from other people. And then plant development, we have to take plan. What steps we need to for the change implementation. Then another one, communicate, involve, and enable, facilitate involvement people as early and openly and as fully as possible. We have to communicate other member as well, and we have to consider their decision, their arguments, their thinking. All of the aspects should be implemented in the change management process. And then impact. If we manage the change, what will be our result? That's the impact of change management. So the change management can play an important role or very vital role in the organization and thus achieve the goals. The impacts may be as follows, that is new skills development. If the organization is going to change, then they can achieve the new skills. Then working conditions and practice will be improved. If the organization take the change, then they can improve their working environment. Then employees satisfaction. If the organization took a change and make a better environment, working environment, then all of the employees will be satisfied by working there. And then new technology and new opportunities. If the organization, for example, the St. Agnes College make sorts of change, they introduce a new module as well, that is course as well under ABP. So it's a change. This is creating another opportunities for other students. And then increased efficiency and effectiveness as well as responsibility for the employees. For the change, if we manage the change, then it will be happen the effective and efficiency all of the employees. And then thanks to all. Any question, any comment, any suggestion?
Any question?